Hey guys, today it is time for another Top 5 Wednesday. As you might remember, I was extremely excited about last week's topic, which were the new releases. Then I read this week's topic, and this is another one that I'm so excited about. I can't wait to see everyone's videos and can't wait to tell you about mine, and that is the top 5 side characters that deserve their own series. And I'm just so excited! My number 5 is Magnus Bane from the Mortal Instruments and the Infernal Devices series by Cassandra Clare. I know that Magnus Bane had like a series of short stories which have been all published in one book, but that is not enough. I think that Magnus could definitely rock a whole trilogy or even a series with more books, just because he's such an interesting character. He lives for a really long time. He meets so many different people from so many different time periods. I just think that he is just very interesting and has a very interesting life, and I would love to know more about his love life in the past. He's a super exciting character with lots of stories to tell. My number 4 is Lila from A Darker Shade of Magic. I mean, she is a pirate, so that already has me interested. I just think that beside the whole magic thing that we experience with her in A Darker Shade of Magic, she has a very interesting past that doesn't even have to do anything with fantasy. I think that she would overall just have a super interesting story of how she kind of deals with the way she lives, and she is just interesting, she's funny, she's witty, and she's a pirate, so I definitely want to see more of her. My number 3 is one where I had a really hard time choosing which character I wanted to choose, because it is a character from the Harry Potter series, and there are lots of characters that deserve their own series. For me personally, the 3 people that I would really love to have a spin-off series are Dumbledore, Sirius Black, and Severus Snape. I think in Dumbledore's case it would be extremely interesting to find out more about his past, about his teenage years, about his love life, and I just think that there's lots of things to explore, because we kind of see him portrayed as this perfect character, which he is definitely not at all if you look closer. So I would love to see the obviously not so perfect teenage years that he probably went through, and also the story with his brother, and there's lots of things to explore about Dumbledore. For Sirius, I think it's kind of obvious, because of course this would include the whole Marauders story, which I think many people want to read, but I'm just especially interested in Sirius. He's very close to my heart, and he has a super interesting story as well. We could see him go through dark times. I think Sirius definitely did not have enough time on the Harry Potter series overall, and I really would love to read more of him. And then for Snape, I know that he's a very controversial topic, and I know that he is super problematic, but he is my favorite character. Just so well written, so interesting, so much to explore. Yes, he was shitty to Harry. I really don't want to say that he's a good person, but he's a great character. The parts of his life that we saw in The Prince's Tale is just not enough for me personally. I think that you could definitely do a series for Severus Snape, and I think maybe that would lead more people to understanding who he really is. People don't have to think he's a good person. I just wish that more people would appreciate him more for what he is, if you kind of get what I'm saying. For me personally, I really want to see all of these stories to be in a series, but Snape is definitely the one that I feel personally most interested in, just because I love him so much, and he really has this dark side, and I want to see more of the reasons as to why he was with Voldemort, and yeah, just so much to explore. My number 2 is Kayla Cullen from the Twilight Saga. The thing that would be beautiful if we get to discover Carlyle's story is that we would get all the other vampire stories as well. So we could start out with him turning into a vampire, and then we could have all the other characters that he saved, and just more in-depth stories of what happened to them and how they kind of coped with being a vampire. I think that's another thing that many people want, just a prequel series for all the other vampires. While reading the Twilight Saga, which I personally found extremely entertaining and enjoyed a lot, I always thought that Carlyle is so interesting. I always really liked him. I would say that he's probably my favorite character. Yeah, I personally think that the Cullen family is super interesting, and there's a lot more to explore than just the love story between Bella and Edward. And my number 1 is of course from the Hunger Games trilogy by Suzanne Collins, and that is Haymitch Abernathy. He is my favorite character. Haymitch is such a good character. I love him so much, and I would devour a series that is about Haymitch. There's so much to tell about his life before the games. There's so much to tell about his games. Like, already that could fill one book. What he had to deal with after that is just so crazy. We could also get a closer look into the life of a mentor during the games. All in all, I do think there are another characters that are super interesting. I would think that just an overall prequel companion series to the Hunger Games would be super cool, where we could just explore many more of the games that happened in the past. But if I had to say one character, then that is definitely Haymitch. I would honestly love to not only read about his past, but also read about how he kind of experienced the time with Katniss and Peeta being in the games, with the Quadriquel, the rebellion, so we could see more of the background from the rebellion and also see what kind of happened to him after all of that. These are the top 5 characters that I personally think deserve their own series. Let me know if you agree with any of these. As always, you can also leave me your links down below if you did this video, and if you're not doing this video, then just leave me your top 5 characters down below. I would love to read it. I hope you're having a nice day. Thank you so much for watching, and I guess I'll see you soon. Bye!